ready. Bet you can't keep up with me. Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this. Hey, Traveler! I've been looking for you everywhere. Seems like it's... But then again... A gliding lice... Isn't it obvious? Oh. Yeah, you've been gliding all over the place. Everyone's noticed. So, you came looking for it? No way! The Knights of Avon... You need to pass an exam, and today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your I gave you your wing glider, so this is... An exam? What a pain in the butt. No with a capital N-O. Do not I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that stormed here, but we do need to Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize. For example, only one person per wing glider. No carrying anything over the set weight limit. No taking off using an animo slime. And so anyway, be sure to read it, okay? I had to read a load of big, thick books too when Lisa was teaching me. Wow, that's a big old book! Great, come find me when you're done. I'll be at Windrise. The Knights of Avonia...
When the first wisp of wind brushed across the land, birds that yearned for the sky had wings, but no way to fly. They asked the animal god, "How can we reach the heavens?" To which the animal god replied, "You have yet to find that which is most important." As the god spoke, the wind thrust the seeds of a dandelion high into the sky. The birds thrust out their wings, but the breeze was all too mild. leaving them to stumble across the earth. So they went to the gorge, where the wind showed off its wild and incomparable strength. They threw themselves off the cliff and flapped their wings amongst the howling winds until they were able to fly freely in the sky. To the animal god they went to gleefully say, "We understand now. All we needed was a stronger wind to fly." In reply, the animal god said, "What you lacked was not wind, but courage. It is courage that has allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world."
That's a cool story. But Anyway, let's go find Amber. Isn't that Jean? Seems she's talking to someone. Let's let her finish, then go say...
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the storm terror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui. We can put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
I'd expect a more professional attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the four winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of this nonsense in front of the Knights of Favonius.
It's not as crazy as you make it sound. Fine. That's enough negotiation for today. At this stage, it's simply an amicable exchange of constructive opinions. No, I'll be sure to make thorough notes.
Oh, you're back. Thanks for your help. The aftermath of Storm Terror's last... However, the pressure from the delegation has become...
Delegation? From Liyue Harbor or Inazuma City?
Snezhnaya. They choose to follow the god of Cryo. Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Oh, them? They're super famous. Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo God's Fatui have always coveted the Animo God's power. I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart. What is it? Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open. Mondstadt and Snezhnaya are considered the same in status. Mondstadt is independent and does not belong to any other nation. In fact, though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats in Teyvat.
Makes sense, given the... Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
A reward on the road.
good read-through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down? Sounds like it was a real drag. The gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean, though. Really? Paimon? Cool stories? Oh, some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal... Apparently, if you pop an animo slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly. What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid. Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one. How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual? This is so embarrassing. It's because, maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of the... Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of my... But anyway, don't be nervous. Okay then. You just need to follow the marked route to the finish. You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Alrighty then, you heard her. Back to the city! Let's not keep her waiting. I'll race you there. Get him! Windblade! Yeah! A reward on the road. reward on the road. I'm all set up. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the... Easy! Once you've passed this final, just keep thinking about...
Windborne Traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am Otto of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license. It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arrested. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever...
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral, claiming she saw
Raptor?
a known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit it.
Wow, he flies fast.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him in, but he escaped. Fortunately, one of the sisters puts it, but he was too fast.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one.
As far as I know, he was last seen near...
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a once we've got this raptor guy. But no need to worry.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
This is Springvale. There must be some clue. The sister from the cathedral. Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for Ooh, hey, what do you think this is? It looks like a broken tree branch. Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore, there are no elemental traces on it. It looks like it's just a plain old tree branch. A strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wing glider. Wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought. If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken. Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone's... Wait, are you telling me? Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very... It appears that the elemental markings point this way. Huh. Well? There's only one way... Come on. We should keep following... Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead. It sounds like there's a battle going on. Quick, let's keep going.
Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived.
What happened?
I can't believe...
Hilichurls, but I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out...
It's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I... But today, some crazy
Nah.
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens.
Funny looking? In what...
He was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in it. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects.
Heavy object? Tell me, did you see which...
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran.
Seems like a strong lead. Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the Knights...
Another test subject. Suffocate! Freeze! Direct assault! You're open! Freeze!
Prepare to be blown away!
You're open! I got nerves. Pick the wrong test subject.
Apart from the Hilichurls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too. Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor. But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for? I wonder... Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure. Huh. Look where we are. The elemental power on the artifact... Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position. That way, when the effect wears up, he won't get away with this. But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him. Forget these... There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide. But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off. If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right? Yeah, but what's that gonna... How about we make this the third and final stage? Are you sure that's how the exam... It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt herself. So, what do you say? Woohoo! Good answer! Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license... Nice! You breezed through it! You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine. All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go! shadows of... Decided by destiny. It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be a... Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor! You can't escape!
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite...
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you. You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of... So how did he get across? Can you see anything with your elemental sight?
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away! Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only... But... Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember?
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their... Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never make it, but...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now.
Raptor says I'll never make it, but if you list the wind says I will make it, and... Amber! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna... It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
Don't get frostbite.
Yeah! Windblade! Yeah.
Huh. Freeze!
Yeah.
Picked.
All right, I got him.
Test subject.
I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in In other words, the only way Raptor... Aha! So he was just trying to fool... Little did he know, we're not so... It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, at the end of the day, gliding is 7-part... What you did now looked more like 90... It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous. I kinda missed that nervous rush... Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you... well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all, no glide zone this. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked, but I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual... Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster Jean sometime. I'll head off first, because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me. She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the Outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt. Getting this gliding license is There you are, eavesdropper. Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. I'm not surprised, though. You are... Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just... Oh, fighting talk. Well, until I kick your butt in the champion, make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do. Oh, brother.
Sinner.
Conversation for children.
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look. I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress. Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They're incredibly ancient texts, not to mention— Ouch! Gosh, that hurt! The impurities in the crystal— it hurts when I get close. Oh, I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way. Anyway, the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Fascinating. Do you know anything about what makes you special? I do not know what to make of it either. Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you. Please accept the title of Honorary Knight and the gratitude of the
Honorary Knight of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in Storm Terror's rage. And may the wind open your eyes. We'll meet back here if you find it.
You're leaving.
for making a racket.
This should be hot.
Hello. May the Animo Arc.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Hello. May the Animo Arc.
There's something you didn't tell. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him, that green guy. He looked just like that guy down there. What?